like I said, I mean, as a whole, we know what we're getting ourselves into. We know the work that we need to get done, and I think we're up to the task.
He's a fierce competitor. I've always enjoyed watching him pitch, but hopefully this time I'm not rooting for him so much. But it should be a fun game. This is what you dream of as a kid coming up. You know, you want to face the best, and he's one of the best in the game right now, and so it'll be a lot of fun.
Timmy, CT, that is going to be one hell of a matchup in Game 1 of the ALDS series between the Red Sox and the Houston Astros. You got Chris Sale, who struck out 308 batters this year. You have Justin Verlander, who was almost unhittable after being traded to the Astros from the Detroit Tigers. When we see these two finish their careers, and of course, Verlander a little bit further along in his than Sale is, but when we see these two finish their careers, who is going to be regarded as the better pitcher, the righty or the lefty?
I'm going to go with the righty here. And I think Justin Verlander has learned over the last couple of seasons, like, hey, I can't consistently top out 99, 100. And I think he's really learned how to pitch. Plus, if this was a race, he's at the home stretch right now, and Chris Sale's at the half-mile pole. He's been to 2 World Series. He's won a Cy Young. He's won an MVP. He's finished second twice in the Cy Young voting. So I'll take the guy who's ahead in the race.
Yeah, it's hard for me to take Chris Sale because we're projecting so far ahead, and we're trying to see, can Sale match the resume of a Verlander that Tim just outlined, and I don't know if he can necessarily match that. We know that he's never been to the postseason, so once he goes to the postseason, we don't know how good he will be, and to me, that's kind of when your name is made. We know that Verlander has had success in the postseason, as you just outlined. Dominant in the regular season. This we know for many years with the White Sox, but the same way with the Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw hasn't been the same in the postseason. Will Chris Sale be the same in the postseason? I can't say that. So because of the unknown, therefore, I got to go with Verlander.
So lay out for me for Chris Sale then. What does he need to do to surpass a guy like Justin Verlander?
For me, that criteria is probably going to be a little bit different than the majority at large. You know me, I'm not looking at championships. A lot of people are going to want to see Chris Sale
what about Cy
lead the
Youngs,
Boston.
though?
He might win his first this year. Corey Kluber is going to give him significant competition.
So what does he need to do?
He'll need to win 3 Cy Youngs, 2 to 3 Cy Youngs. He'll have to have, like Justin Verlander, some signature moments, no hitter or 2, like Verlander has. I don't think he can win an MVP. That's so hard for pitchers to do in today's game where so many people are hitting the long ball. If you have guys who are hitting 45, 50 home runs, you have to strike out about 350 and win 25 games as a pitcher to win MVP. I will say this. I think it's possible. I agree with you right now if I had to bet my money. Justin Verlander, who's farther along in his career, is going to be regarded as better, but it's not like Sale cannot catch him. He's still under 30. He's going to strike out 275 batters or more for the next 3 to 4, maybe 5 seasons, and he's going to get opportunity to play in the postseason with the Boston Red Sox. Let me ask this question instead. Right now, today, who would you rather have pitching one game you need to win?
Chris Sale.
Chris Sale, or the way Justin Verlander finished that second half?
I saw what he did when he went to Houston, and he was overpowering opposing batters. I mean, he had some fantastic stuff, but what I've seen from Chris Sale throughout this season with the Heat and the slider, you know, still late in games giving you 98 miles per hour, the arm angle, the deceptiveness that he brings. For one game, I'm taking the younger guy.
I think Sale's got better stuff. Verlander's been around the block, and we've seen young pitchers so far struggle in this postseason, especially guys making their first start in a big series like this. Give me the old crafty veteran.
Like the wily veteran. You got to break the tie, though. I want Sale. He's got Verlander. Who are you taking?
Verlander's pitching way too well right now. I love the way that he is throwing the rock. I know this. They're going to pitch better than whoever started the wild card games in both the American League and the National League, because we saw, just like last night in the American League wild card game, both starters in the Rockies-D-backs game get rough.